You're just eating pizza in your underwear. We call that the juicy. Anyway, we've actually obtained the first few phone calls to the ATF.
ATF, what's your emergency? My wife. She's being erratic. She's drunk and she's doing arts and crafts. Okay, calm down. Does she have a gun? Yes, she's using it to stick rhinestones everywhere. Okay, sir, that's a hot glue gun? Please hang up. Wait. She also has a van full of ammonium nitrate parked outside Joanne Fabrics. We're on our way. Awesome, thanks. ATF, what's your emergency?
Hi, yes, my husband is acting crazy.
Is there alcohol or tobacco involved?
No.
Are there firearms?
Well, he just watched all the Dirty Harry movies, and I'm pretty sure he's about to start John Wick.
Keep him where he is. We'll be right there. ATF, what's your emergency?
My boyfriend left for work, and he's being such a jerk.
Are there weapons or contraband in the house?
No, I'm by myself. Just me and my bikini.
Ma'am, you're aware you called the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms.
Oh, I love a man in uniform. I'm just so lonely. Are you lonely?
So there's no gun present?
I thought maybe you could bring yours. I need the long arm of the law.
Oh boy, I'll be right over.
There you go. Nice one. So yeah, like a drug-sniffing Dotson, this won't catch criminals. What's next? Starting a fight at the Thanksgiving? Which one of your relatives? And we all know snitches get stitches. Martha has that tattooed on her ankle. So, look, it was a cute idea, but it helps no one. Especially Christina Yuna Lee. She was murdered by a homeless fiend. Talk about a hard right turn. He allegedly stabbed her 40 times after following her into a Chinatown apartment early Sunday. The killer, you already know the drill. Living in a shelter because there's no place for the criminally deranged. They should have tried getting him a job as a CNN producer. He had dozens of arrests and was arrested on January 6th, but freed on supervised release. Yeah, supervised release. How does that work? Unless that means a cop following this psycho around 24/7, I don't want to hear about it anymore because it doesn't work at all. Meanwhile, actual January 6th, 2020 defendants weren't even given bail.
No.
So this guy's locked up. He finally figured out, arrested, murder someone. That's the bar now for inclusion, which coincidentally is the same bar gangs like MS-13 use for initiation. Because nothing else sticks in a hellscape where felony assault and grand larceny are like ripping off the tag from a mattress. But hey, if only one of the killer's exes had seen the ATF tweet, who knew? We could have tricked him with a Whitman sampler, or have his ex make a reservation at cuffs on him during dessert. But what's the point of having people narc on each other when you don't even lock up the people you already busted?
Exactly.
It's the cart before the police horse. Maybe figure out how to keep these monsters behind bars before you figure out clever ways to grab more. If you need to figure this out, just look at what we did 5 years ago before Democrats screwed this up. Right now, heinous criminals roam like free-range chicken. And
Hear that helicopter? I live in South Central. They're searching for criminals right now. You hear them hovering?
These crimes keep happening, and what follows? Outrage, mostly on Fox. Then it's forgotten. Rinse blood and repeat. Many victims are Asian. When will the Asian leaders who represent them do something big? Creating a Cupid's 1-800 crime line on Valentine's Day is not enough. And forget platitudes about stopping Asian hate. Homeless thugs don't read tweets from the mayor's office.
Exactly.
It's up to you, Asian groups, because other groups just aren't that into you. There's no Asian Lives Matter group fighting on your behalf.
Yeah.
Instead, they judge you as a group they're trying to keep out of college, and they call that anti-racist. And don't expect help from the Dems either. They literally doubt that women exist. Hell, AOC just blamed the crime surge on the expired child tax credit.
We don't want to say some of the things that are obvious, like, gee, the child tax credit just ran out on December 31st, and now people are stealing baby formula. We don't want to have that discussion. We want to say these people are criminals, or we want to talk about people that are violent instead of environments of violence, and what we are doing to either contribute or to dismantle that.
My God.
She is a
that's what's
moron.
causing all the smash and grabs, the carjackings, the stabbings.
Exactly.
What an ignorant statement. How does she not own at least a dozen cats? Actually, these environments of violence weren't so violent before loons like her got into power. And sorry, lady, we talk about this stuff every day. I'd ask where you've been, but we all know, planning trips to Florida. We poured over the stats, and so far not one person was beaten to death for baby formula. In fact, the people struggling in this lockdown economy aren't stealing baby formula at all. They're wondering why they're no longer safe on their way home.
Or baby
AOC,
formula even
these
on the
victims
shelf.
aren't ideas or political constructs. These are women who bleed to death when they are stabbed. AOC claimed her life was in danger because of a riot in a building she wasn't even in, but dismisses actual murder as a problem over taxes. What's next? Her critics are... Christina Yuna Lee wasn't butchered to death over baby formula in an environment of violence. She was a young Asian woman followed to her home where that became an environment of violence that AOC and her side helped create while living in a safe, make-believe, abstract world.
Exactly.
If they dusted the murder scene for prints, they may not have found yours, AOC, but your bad ideas were an accessory.
Absolutely.